Fortnite, Coinbase, the CFTC, XRP, the Winklevoss twins, Lightning Network, BitHunt, IBM, Venezuela, and Wall Street legends. We've got all your headlines mixed with some daily market analysis. I'm Elio Trades, and your FUD TV Daily Update starts now. That's right, we're pretty much just gonna brush over the market analysis section here. We're still hovering at about 219 billion. Bitcoin is almost a stable coin now here at 6,500. It's really not moving. This is actually a good thing. To me, if you look back at when Bitcoin truly stabilized in the 2014, 2015 bear markets, you can see that the more stable it got, the closer to the actual eventual bull run it got. So to me, the more stable, the more consolidated this price gets, the more of a flat line we experience, the more likely we are to actually see a tremendous breakout, a bullish turn in the near future. So this to me is not a bad thing. This is a very, very good thing. In our lead news out of the day, we have word that the hit game Fortnite is culpable in the latest of cryptocurrency malware scams. That's right, people who are looking to get ahead, different types of cheats that people really want to have happen within the Fortnite environment. We all know you want that victory royale. If you want that victory, just steer clear of the easy ways to get it. Put in the time, put in the effort, train hard, and you too could be a Fortnite victor. However, videos with titles such as New Season 6 Fortnite Hack Cheat Free Download September 2018 /WH/aimbot/undetectable and other ones titled Fortnite Hack Free Download racked up hundreds of thousands of views, and they ended up contributing to a tremendous amount of people downloading files that were malicious, that were actually sending out information to the Russian Federation. The Russians back at it again. Damn you, Russia. Anyway, the point here is that cryptocurrency malware attacks are still pretty rampant. It's an easy way to steal money from people, and so be careful. And if you're playing Fortnite, there's no easy path to victory here. You got to put in the work. You got to get your clickety clicks down, and I guess you're just mostly clicking. You got to get your clicks down, all right? Click it up, okay? And don't download stupid stuff. No one respects you for cheating anyway. I don't respect it. Elio Trade says no. I've actually never played the game. Maybe I need to cheat anyway. We also heard that Coinbase has just raised $500 million. That's half $1 billion on a valuation of $8 billion. That makes it one of the largest startups in the United States, or one of the largest privately held companies in the United States. It's truly a tremendous feat, and this kind of stuff shows that cryptocurrency is going nowhere when you have really one of the poster childs for cryptocurrency businesses in Coinbase showing such tremendous promise, such tremendous valuation, and of course having private investors that are extremely savvy. People who invest $500 million are not exactly pushovers. They know what they're doing. They have extremely complex processes for analysis, and they've determined that Coinbase is worth the $8 billion that they're claiming, and that they have probably a very bright future ahead. So honestly, I think this is a great thing. I know people like to complain about Coinbase, but Coinbase doing well is good for all of cryptocurrency, and cryptocurrency doing well is good for all of us. So I consider this a very good thing. We also have word that a federal court has upheld a ruling that cryptocurrencies, or digital crypto assets rather, are actual commodities, and that they are not currencies, and that they are not necessarily securities. It's not clear yet whether this ruling negates the possibility that the SEC might still determine certain coins to be securities. However, it is definitely a step in the right direction, showing that there's at least federal precedent with federal court rulings showing that these assets are commodities and not necessarily securities or investment vehicles, but actual assets. So that's pretty interesting. This is coming from the CFTC, and it sort of reaffirms that the CFTC has jurisdiction over these assets. We all know that Chairman Giancarlo of the CFTC is very much so pro cryptocurrency. At one point, he was hailed Crypto Dad. We're definitely all a fan of Giancarlo, and this ruling is definitely a good thing. So hopefully this leads to more clarity, and maybe this will be part of the puzzle of the Bitcoin ETF being approved sometime in the near, I don't know, hopefully in the next decade before this beard turns gray. That would be great. So we just got word that a consortium of 61 Japanese banks, which are collectively responsible for over 80% of Japan's banking market, have begun using a consumer-centric retail payments app that uses Ripple's payment network, Xcurrent. Now, I did mention this, and I got a few comments in the comment section below saying that Xcurrent, Xvia, Xrapid, all of these had been merged together into a single service, but I honestly based on the reading of this article, don't really believe that's true. It seems like Xcurrent, the enterprise blockchain solution that Ripple has developed that does not use the XRP token, is the one at issue here, and it's the one that they'll be using in this consortium of Japanese banks. If you guys have any more information or if you can refute that, please hit me in the comments below. I'm very curious. Obviously, I've been tracking very closely where the XRP token is actually being deployed and where it's really not being deployed. I have no doubt that if the XRP system, the XRapid system, is significantly better than Xcurrent, that it would eventually make its way into production here. But at the same time, the way I'm reading this is this current Japanese partnership doesn't necessarily affect XRP holders. Let me know what you guys think if you have conflicting information in the comments section below, but that's how I'm reading these press releases right now. It's showing that blockchain and really Ripple's mission in specific is being fulfilled, but we're not quite sure yet whether this directly affects XRP holders. And let's be honest, most people watching this in regards to Ripple are XRP holders. Let's hope this does affect XRP valuation, as I hold a lot of XRP. I know people think I'm a Ripple hater. I'm just critical, guys, okay? We also have word that the Winklevoss twins have finally secured some insurance for their, quote, hot crypto assets. So hot. I think this is a big step. So these assets that you hold on the exchange are protected. Say they get cryptojacked, say they get hacked, something like that. Now you have protection, you have insurance that's going to go ahead and give you those assets back. That is a huge revelation, something that we have not really enjoyed as a privilege in the cryptocurrency industry, which is, you know, in most other banking and asset custodial management services, if someone robs the bank, you don't get robbed. Usually you have an insurance up to usually like $250,000 per account, something like that. So unless you're getting robbed of millions of dollars of an account, you're usually not even out a penny. So that's some pretty amazing stuff. And honestly, those are the kinds of things that we need to see for this industry to really make it into a mainstream financial industry or potentially take over the traditional assets or traditional finance world. We also have word that a French developer, ACINQ, has closed almost $2 million, and they are going to be building on and expanding the Lightning Network. They're a Lightning Network developer, so hopefully this leads to more Lightning Network use cases, more sturdiness within the Lightning Network. Maybe they're going to be helping with the Lightning Network or just building LAPs, as they say, Lightning Network dApps. And yes, this to me is one of the hidden keys to mass adoption, is not only using Bitcoin, but using it fast and immediately. Like we saw with the Coca-Cola dispenser machine that accepts Bitcoin, that transaction went through like this, and it was faster than even a credit card transaction. So that's what we need. And if we get Bitcoin to the point where it can transfer faster than a credit card, then the game to me is won, and we can start instituting this as a global payment method. I think it'll be a phenomenal day. Let's see how this progresses. To me, phenomenal news. We also got word that BitHum out of South Korea has just announced that they're going to be launching a decentralized exchange a la Binance. Honestly, after the news of StellarX's decentralized exchange, we know Binance is coming with a decentralized exchange, and now BitHum is going to be launching a decentralized exchange. It's going to be very interesting. The more options to trade, the better. I wonder if someone's going to start figuring out how to sort of aggregate these decentralized exchanges into one place so that liquidity becomes less of an issue. We'll have to see how this plays out, but again, it's just more interest showing that the future is wallet to wallet, and that having these vulnerabilities points, which is centralized exchanges, is really one of the riskiest things and one of the worst things about cryptocurrency. Hopefully we can move past this and have the user experience of a centralized exchange translate into a decentralized exchange in the near future. With the big boys like Binance, BitHum, and Stellar working on it, I have confidence that we'll reach that day sometime soon. We also have word that Singapore's biggest shipper partners with IBM to use blockchain to facilitate trade paperwork. Again, yet more forays of IBM into enterprise blockchain territory, allowing for their blockchain infrastructure to really power a wide variety of use cases, whether it's government affairs, international trade, supply chain management. IBM is smashing this blockchain game. I honestly have been so impressed with the amount of news that they've pumped out and the amount of partnerships. They're obviously very heavily involved in Stellar and helping the Stellar cross-border remittances system happen. So I can really just say that IBM is potentially one of the biggest players, if not the biggest player, in this whole blockchain revolution. Very, very awesome stuff. And though this shouldn't be tremendously surprising, we now have word that the Venezuelan Petro is a blatant ripoff copy of a popular cryptocurrency, Dash. Now, beyond having a direct copied image from the 12th page of Dash's white paper in their own white paper, apparently their miner rewards and various other types of mechanisms are very much similar, almost identical to the Dash protocol, to the Dash cryptocurrency. So I think that this is very To me, honestly, unsurprising, because Venezuela isn't exactly known for pushing the limits of computer science and new technology, so it's pretty obvious that they were just going to go ahead and pick a cryptocurrency and probably mimic it as they went about bringing up their own national cryptocurrency. Again, in my mind, as I see state-run cryptocurrencies becoming more and more popular, I don't see them necessarily innovating so much as taking something that works and reapplying it to their own national currency situation. I don't really see it as a viable option for them to just go ahead and say, hey, we're going to do something brand new. And again, nobody's really investing in the Venezuelan petro because it's groundbreaking tech. Anyone who's using it is either having to use it or there's probably some weird ulterior motives. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about the Venezuelan petro. I certainly don't ever intend to buy any ever. Even if someone gives it to me, I'll probably never touch it. But at the same time, what do you guys think? Always curious. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Leave me a comment in the comment section below. I love to conversate with you guys. As usual, I'm Elio Trades. You're watching FUD TV, and I'll see you very soon in the next episode.